So I thought I'd put another quick video together just showing how I've been adding quizzes to my course. I pretty much have my homepage set up the way I like it. I have my course content now set up the way I want it with all my links. And I've made actually 12 quizzes here for the first 12 chapters. And I'll just show you how I've been putting these together. And it's actually much easier, I've been finding, than the way WebCT quizzes were put together. So in the chapter 13 Charles Darwin area, I'll just show you how I can add a quiz and how I can clean things up a little bit. Now, some of this is leftover from WebCT, and I haven't cleaned it up yet. My lessons are here, and then I have an evaluation section in which I have my assignments and labs and quizzes. And I'll just ignore the lab for a second. I can delete that if I want. But in WebCT, the organization was a little bit different, and some of the labels, these black labels are redundant in many cases. We can just add a quiz using that as our header or as our label in what they call it in Moodle. So if I want to add a quiz underneath this chapter 13 label, I just go to add an activity, quiz. This is chapter 13 quiz, and there's a number of options here. I like my quizzes to have a time limit of 20 minutes. They're fairly short. I only want one question per page. That limits students who work beside one another in the library or something from sharing the quiz. I like the questions to be shuffled. I like the questions or the answers within the questions to be shuffled, even though they're only going to be displaying one at a time. I only allow one attempt. Because there's only one, these don't apply. Grading method, I like the first attempt because there only will be one attempt. No penalties applied for errors. The grade will be scored at 1 decimal point. I don't give the students the answers unless they ask or unless it's required. Again, just security of the quiz makes that a lot easier. You can put feedback if they get 100% on the quiz. You can put, that was great. If the grade boundary was 80%, you could then put a feedback so that when they got the grade back, I'll save and display this. And by saving and display, that will show my question bank. Now, my question banks were brought over quite easily from the transfer from WebCT to Moodle. And so what you can see is that by default, the category is always my chapter 1. This was chapter 13, I believe. So chapter 13 questions right here will be what we're going to choose from. All the questions will be listed here. Now, I've coded all my questions in WebCT as CD, so it would be Charles Darwin. You can show the question if you like, just to see them. Now, you can choose each one of these and move them over to the quiz section. So the quiz section is over here, the question bank is over here. I really like that setup. In my opinion, it's better than WebCT. But a quick way is just to add 20. So go to the bottom here, add 20 random questions. So each student will get different questions. Remember, they're displayed one at a time. By default, Moodle has this maximum grade of being 10. Of course, we want that to be 20. You can read a little bit about what that means. You have to save that, and that'll now display this quiz in your course. And so if we go back to chapter 13, there's the quiz. We can indent that if we want. Make it look nice. Check the quiz if it works. And we can preview it. By previewing the quiz, we can see that the questions are all okay. Question 1, question 2. What I really like about Moodle is that you can actually edit the question as you preview it. So by clicking the edit button, you can edit this question if any of the HTML goes a little wonky. I've noticed that arrows sometimes don't show up very well. So you can edit this right within the preview, which is so much better than WebCT. Anyways, any questions? I think I've shown enough here about how I edited quizzes, and hopefully this helps somebody. Have a good day.